Okay, this is a project I'm working on in Wiki Educator called Distance Language Learning, and what I'd like to do is describe briefly the web page, the wiki page that I've designed, and talk briefly about three different phases that I think are necessary in getting this project off the ground. This first website includes general information about the course, and includes the levels, the different courses that are available, along with different links that might be of some use to language learners as well as the language educators. And at the top of the screen here there are 8 different levels, and each level consists of a general description, weekly activities, assessments, and weekly modules. You'll notice that in the weekly modules the objectives are in terms of understandings, essential questions, and assessments. So the idea here is in language learning we're focusing not only on the skill of speaking another language, but also these understandings, key concepts, big ideas that really drive the conversation, that drive the dialogue that the learners will participate in. So I'm looking at really both of these aspects, and at this particular point I'm only including the understandings, essential questions, and assessments. Later, in a few minutes, I'll describe or explain where I'm focusing on the skills, where those will be explicit, but that's in a different place. So again, the idea here with each level is basically coming up with understandings, essential questions, assessments that are used to drive communication. Here also in each module will be links to different projects that the learners are participating in. So again, this will be a place where English speakers, whether they're language educators or just people who wish to talk with language learners, can find their projects or products that they are doing. So for example, if they're doing a writing assignment, they might do a blog, or a speaking assignment that might involve a voice thread, but everything's published online. So the idea is that this would be a central hub that will facilitate other people finding learners to carry on dialogues, whether it's between language learners themselves, or a language learner and a teacher, or a language learner and a native speaker, for example, or any English speaker for that matter. So again, each level will be designed in this fashion. Towards the right hand side of the screen there is the curriculum, assessment, and instruction, and these three aspects, or these three sections or pages, are mainly for teachers. The curriculum is really a curriculum map of each level, again in terms of understandings and essential questions, and I've added knowledge and skills as well. So these understandings and essential questions at this level are broader. They're more general, and they pertain to the whole class. The knowledge would be, for example, social cultural aspects of language that might be important for the language learners to know. And the skills are what we normally think of in terms of language learning, and the grammar, vocabulary, the pronunciation, for example. So here you can see still a lot of information missing, but I've added a few of some grammatical things, that structures that I've included in different levels. Again, subject to change, but this is just to get started. But the idea here really is to invite others in to this web page to look it over and contribute to this as they wish. So going back to the main page, okay, so these three sections, curriculum, assessment, instruction, are for the teachers. The last one, the English web, is more designed for the language learner, and it includes the 4 skills and grammar and different pages that can be of some use to help the learner in the process of learning English. Okay, so this is basically what English web consists of. So that's the page in a nutshell. What I'd like to do here is describe 3 different phases that I think are necessary to really get this going. And the first is really to just invite other people and who might be interested in contributing or collaborating with me in this project, or simply just give me ideas or comments about what they like or dislike about it. It also, in phase one, my intention is to try to explain what the initial idea of this project is, and just so everyone has an idea about what it's about. And the third aspect really is to focus primarily at this point in English language learning. Perhaps down the road this could extend to other languages, but the focus right now is English language learning. So that is what phase one consists of. Phase two is involved with populating the information in the wiki. So once the educators have an idea about the initial idea, and if they're interested, then they're invited to add information to, for example, here in the objectives in the weekly modules. This might also include in the curriculum populating this information as well, this knowledge, skills, essential questions, etc., through a collaborative effort. So the idea here is that working with other educators, other people in general who are interested, working together in providing information into the wiki to complete it. So that would be phase two. Phase three pertains to the curriculum assessment instruction aspect, and these three are really pertaining to professional development. Again, these three aspects are for teachers, so it's to giving them tips on how to assess, instructional tips, instructional principles, if you will. But again, the idea is to focus on the instructor and provide professional development in terms of how to use this page for their own teaching context, or if they're using this page specifically for the intended use. So again, the phase three pertains more to professional development. So very briefly, that's what this project is all about. I understand that it will undergo many changes, so if you have any comments or suggestions as to how to improve the site, they're certainly welcome, and I look forward to your comments. So thank you very much.